Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are fine and as healthy as always, yeah? Welcome back to the native mobile programming course, this time for the 11th week, yeah? This time we will continue our previous topic about external database. Yeah, if you remember, yeah, from our last course, we have created or implemented external database by using a JSON RPC. Yeah, this is the web service that creates the JSON. Then our application consume it and display it into the playlist fragment. Yeah, if you have not finished your application up to this point, please do finish. So, yeah, because we will continue from here. Yeah, if somehow you missed the week 10 tutorial, I will provide the link to the playlist in the description below. Now, how to send data from our application? Yeah, if you recall, our like button does not work at all. Yeah, but in reality, this button should add the number of likes. Yeah, so if I click this button once, then the number should go to 100. Sorry, not 100, 1001. Yeah, and in the database, then this num like should be updated as well. Yeah, how to do so then? Let's do it through our web service. Yeah, we will update the number of likes through an API. So in this tutorial, the goal is when the like button is clicked, we must update the field num likes. We add 1 to the num likes field on the playlist table and then display the number of likes on the card. Yeah, to update num likes, we must send the playlist ID to the API. Yeah, how to do so then? Now, aside of making requests and receiving a JSON data, our application can also send data to the server via API again. Yeah. Now, to post the values to the server, we simply store the values in a hash map. Yeah, hash map is you can imagine hash map as an array that consists of a key and value pairs. Yeah, almost like an associative array, if you say so in PHP. Yeah, but in Java or in Kotlin, it is called a hash map. After that, we must override the getParams function to build the hash map and return the object to the volley request. Then the volley will post this hash map to the server. Yeah, and later the server will read the values, yeah, the key and the values via a post variable in PHP and do the processing. Okay, now let's open playlist adapter. We'll add a volley request when the like button is clicked. Yeah, it's a typo over here. Now, because volley needs a context object, our playlist adapter must provide the context object. Yeah, how to provide it? Yeah, actually, our playlist adapter already has a context member, so it's easy to pass the context now. Okay, let's open our playlist adapter, which is here. And then aside the inside the on-bind view holder, because we need to add the listener. Yeah, let's add the listener then. Button like dot set on click listener as usual. Yeah, what we must do here, we create a volley again. Yeah, we create a volley request queue. File queue equals to volley dot new request queue. Just provide the context, and then again provide the URL. URL is file URL first. Yeah, file URL is http 10.0.22, or if you use your real device, please fill in with the IP address of your machine. Yeah. Then the path is music. Then set underscore likes.php. Yeah, this file does not exist yet. We will create it later. And then we create a string request as usual. Yeah. Let's create like this first. File string request. Yeah, as you can see here, it does not differ with the previous string requests. Yeah, so we provide a request method first, then URL, then a listener for the response and error listener. Okay, and lastly, don't forget to add the string request. Yeah, let's do that first. File string request equals to string request. Yeah, this one. The first value is request, and be careful about the correct package. Yeah, request dot method dot post. Then provide the URL. Then the response dot listener. Leave it empty for now, and response dot error listener. Yeah, now we will fill in these listeners. In here, let's simply just log d. Yeah, log d. Check params it. Oops, it. In here, let's just log e with the tag of params error. Params error, then it dot message dot to string. Yeah, previously I think I only use it dot to string in, let's see here. Yeah, I only use it dot to string, but yeah, uh, let's make it the same. Yeah, so here I will change it also it dot message dot to string, and then we must add the q dot add string request. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, now you may ask, yeah, how to actually create the hash map then? Yeah, you said that we must override the getParams function. Yeah, how to do that? Now, our volley actually cannot send the like playlist ID yet. Yeah, again, we must override the getParams function. So we must change our volley object into an anonymous object so that we can override the getParams function. Yeah, how to do that? Yeah, we must change now the string request file into something like this. Yeah, we must append the keyword object, then followed by colon. Yeah, in Java, this is called anonymous inner class. In Kotlin, it's simply called object expression. Yeah, so here we create anonymous class actually by using the object keyword. Then, as you can see, everything is quite the same for now. But we add anonymous object body at the end of the string request. Yeah, we need this body to be able to override getParams. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, here now append the keyword object, then followed by a colon. Then we must provide the body after the constructor. Yeah, so after the closing parenthesis of the string request, provide a curly braces. Yeah, only then we can override the getParams method. Yeah, if you see here, the return value is actually a mutable map, but that's fine. Yeah, don't worry, don't really worry about that. Yeah, getParam functions inject the data to send to our API. Yeah, let's just create a hash map with the type of string and string. Yeah, this means that we create a hash map with the key type is string and the value type is also string. Yeah, think hash map as a collection of data of key and value pairs. Yeah, string and string indicates that the key is a string and the value is also a string. Yeah, if you need something else, maybe you want a key and maybe you want the key as string and value as integer, then you create a hash map of string and integer. Yeah, but in this case, let's just use string for simplicity. Yeah, so we create a file params equals to hash map string and string. Then we create the params with the key of ID. We give it the ID from the current playlist. The current playlist, I think I have already created a file over here. Yeah, so it's easier. And then we can return the parameter. Yeah, and actually, we can simplify this method or this function. Yeah, Kotlin actually provides us with a hash map of. Yeah, hash map of. Then we can just provide the key is ID. Then use a keyword to and provide the value playlist.id.toString. Yeah, that's all. So all of these three expressions, actually two, yeah, two expressions can be simplified into just call of hash map of. Yeah, and Kotlin will be smart enough to include or to extract the correct type. Yeah, because I provided a string of ID here, so Kotlin will guess that or will extract that the key is a string. Then the value after 2 is also a string, so it will create a hash map of string and string. Yeah, this is, I think, the easiest one to create a hash map. Yeah, but if you want, you can also use this code. Yeah, that's fine. Now, parameter ID is the key. Yeah, here, this one is the key. Then this is the value. Yeah, remember key to value. Okay, that's all in the playlist fragment. Now we must create the setLikes.php. Now I must go back to my Visual Studio Code to create setLikes.php. Again, let's open it with a PHP code or PHP opening tag. Yeah. Then I think this one is the very same as this. Yeah, we turn off the error reporting, connecting, and checking for errors. Yeah, although here I created a new array, yeah, but we can simplify everything into one line. Yeah, if you are intimidated by this line, then just break it down into these lines. Yeah, they are essentially the same. Okay, then we will check for the post ID. Yeah, the post variable ID actually later will correspond to this key in our hash map. Yeah, so you must match the key names into your post variable. Yeah, so I will check it first. If we set the variable of post by the name of ID, then we can continue. Yeah, ID is an integer of post ID. ID equals to integer of the dollar $post with the name of the key is ID. And then we create a query. Yeah, update playlist set numlex equals to numlex plus 1 where ID equals to $ID. Yeah. If you want, you can use a prepared statement. Yeah, so I will use a prepared statement instead. Although here I have already converted my post ID into ID. Or better, yeah, I won't do this. I will let the MySQLi convert it for me, and I forget the closing colon. And also I forgot the dollar. Okay, let's use a prepared statement, yeah, instead. Prepared statement. First, I will create a query first. Query in is update playlist set num likes equals to num likes plus 1 where id equals to question mark, and don't forget the closing semicolon. Yeah. In Kotlin we have get used to end our expression with nothing, but in PHP we must remember to end our expression with semicolon. Yeah. Okay, now I will prepare if dollar result or statement. Yeah, I will create a statement first. Statement. I will shorten it as STMT. Statement is dollar $con prepare for the query. If it is successful, then I will bind the parameters first. Statement bind param. My parameter is only one, which is an integer I, and I will provide ID. Statement simply I will execute it, and then okay, after executing here the execution of the query is here, yeah, $C query $SQL, and then it assumes that everything is fine. Yeah. You can assume that way, or if you want, you can also check first the execution. Okay, here the statement execute returns boolean true on success or false on failure. So I can wrap this execute in an if. If statement execute is true, then I will create an array, associative array, that is the result is okay. The query is I don't think I will print my query yet. Okay, so I think I will create the array first then. Array equals to array, which is the value is result is okay. Then I will simply skip to the message likes updated for playlist ID number $ID. That's all. Yeah. Okay, but then else, let's do here else. Else, we have a $array. $R is array. Here the result is, let's do ng, not good. And then for the message is, okay, if the execute fails, then let's just give the message unable to update like for playlist ID $ID. Okay, we have provided the values for when the execution is success. Execution is successful. Here execution fails. Here we have another else. Here that means that let's see, this one is the statement preparing, yeah. The prepared statement fails. So let's have another array. I think we will just use this array, result ng, and then the message is, oh sorry, the message is unable to prepare statement, although it is too obvious for programmers or maybe for hackers, yeah. So let's give a more general message, unable to update lag for playlist id $id. And then we also have another case here. If the id post variable is not set, the last is set, sorry, the last else, yeah, let's give it a result of also ng or maybe error, yeah. Unable, oh, no data is updated. And I think I have, oh, why I have a semicolon over here. Okay, nice. Let's see, have we considered for every possibilities? Yeah, we have covered this if else, we have covered also this if else, and I think this if else has also been covered. So now we can simply echo JSON encode for the array. Yeah, let's test this setLikes PHP first. If I access it without anything, set underscore likes.php, I will get no data is updated, yeah, because my post variable, the id post variable is not set. So it is expected. Now, how to actually test if this update is successful then? Yeah, it's simple. You may want to create a simple HTML form, yeah, PHP form, but I don't think I will test it right now. Yeah, we will test it later, immediately from the application, yeah. Okay, now the result is run the app and press like button. Okay, then actually we are done. Now we are able to test our setLikes PHP if it is successful or not, yeah, directly inside our application. Okay, let's finish. Let's wait until the Gradle is finished. I think, yeah, it's finished yet. So I will go to the playlist fragment, and I think I will give a like to the EDM Hits 2020. Oh, and let's open the logcat. Click once. Then the result is NG. No data is updated. Okay. No data is updated. It's from here. Yeah. Okay. Why is my post ID is not recognized then? Oops, sorry. Yeah. So the problem must be from here. If is set post ID, oh, I'm really sorry. I mistyped it. Yeah. So I will test it again. Yeah, simply just by saving the setLikes PHP, and I will try to click this button again. Check params. Okay. Message. Likes updated for playlist ID1. Let's take a look at phpMyAdmin whether or not it's true. And as you can see here for the EDM Hits 2020, my num likes is 1001. Yeah, that means that my API is successful. Yeah, my set likes works as intended, and now my application can already set or update the number of likes, although it is not displayed over here. Yeah, to actually update the number of likes, yeah, we can set the following code from the on-bind view holder. Yeah, we can simply just update the number of like. Yeah, we can simulate it like this. Yeah, so after here after we have given a success, yeah, preferably checking if the result is okay. Then we update the playlist, the current playlist. We update the number of likes, yeah, by numLikes plus plus. Then we update the number of likes or the button likes. Yeah, over here we can update playlist dot numLikes. Oops, sorry. Ayo dot numLikes plus plus. Oh, not 6 plus 6 plus plus plus. Yeah, plus plus. Then we simply update the. I think I will just copy this one. Yeah, button like dot text equals to playlist the number of likes like. Now we must rerun this application. Yeah. Okay, it's finished. Then I'll go to the playlist fragment. I will hit the like button for ETM hits. And as you can see here, we have 1002 like. If you check on your phpMyAdmin, you will get the same result. Yeah, 1002. You can spam your like button as many times as you wish. I hope all of them are being recorded. So if I refresh my table, the number of likes should be 1023. Yeah, what about the other playlist, the United States of Dangdut? Let me like it. 1001 like. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Now my second playlist has one more number of likes. Okay, so our application now works as intended. Now we can send data from our application to the server and let the server process our request. Oh yeah, and maybe it's a good idea, yeah, to check the result actually. So let's extract the object first. JSON object, providing it. Then if obj.getString result is equals to okay. And remember the casing, yeah, I have used all uppercase okay. Only then I will be able to update the number of likes, yeah, just in case there are some errors in my query, or yeah, either in my query over here the execution fails or the prepare statement fails. Yeah, so for example, if actually my setLikes PHP has any errors, yeah, and for now I will change the value, yeah, change the text, unable to update for playlist ID prepared statement fails. Yeah, something like this. Then I will also provide an else here, else another log D, log, or maybe log E, yeah, because this one is an error. Update error. It dot not it, yeah. Let's get the message from obj dot get string message. Okay, I must rerun my application because I changed some code over here. and see that I make it intentional. Yeah, I intentionally make my query wrong. So when I click the like button here, I will get an error. Yeah, unable to update like blah blah blah. Prepared statement fails. Okay, nice. Everything works as intended now. If I did my API, then it should work like now. Yeah, nah. Okay, nice then. Yeah, so it opens so many possibilities for your application, for your future applications. Now you can incorporate external database to your application. This is one of the result. Okay, and for UBAYA students, as always, you have a CE for this week. Yeah, please screenshot the playlist adapter. Show the folly on how it is written only. Oops, it's not show the folly only. It should say show the folly on the on bind view holder. Yeah. So for the playlist adapter.kt, please show this one. Yeah, especially all the updates for the button like. Okay, before continuing, I noticed that the request here is grayed out. You may want to resolve it. Yeah, remove redundant qualifier name. Oh, so now we only need to provide method.post. Yeah. And I think it's the same at the playlist fragment. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah. Oh, but this one is not. Yeah. Let's just leave it as it is then. Now, for your exercise and for UBAYA students, you must submit it as homework, yeah, before the stipulated deadline. Try to do this. Yeah. Please add a factor asset, the icon add. Then please add an FAP on the playlist fragment. Give it ID like FAP, constrain it to bottom right like this. And then create a new activity. Please name it add playlist activity using this layout. And when the FAB is pressed, go to this activity. Yeah, I provided you some hint over here. You cannot really call a start activity intent directly within the fragment. Yeah, you can access the start activity function through the activity object, but please be careful, it is nullable. Yeah, so you can access it something like this activity non-null assert start activity intent, but as I have said in the null course, yeah, when we talk about null, this non-null assertion is not recommended. Yeah, so please change it to maybe using a safe call. Please do so. And then please create a new JSON RPC API on your web server. That means you must create a new PHP file to be able to handle the input data of title, subtitle, description, and URL. Yeah, and then your API should insert this data to the playlist table. Just default the numlex to 0. Yeah, and when the submit button is clicked, use the volley to utilize your API. Yeah, and when the cancel button is clicked, simply call finish to go back to the previous page or previous activity. Now, after inserting a new playlist, can you really update the recycler view to show the recently added playlist? Yeah, you must override a function in the playlist activity to be able to do this challenge. Yeah. What function is called during an activity lifecycle when the app goes back to this activity after calling another activity? Yeah, please refer back to the activity lifecycle and override that function. Yeah, then you must do something to be able to update the recycle view. Now for UBAYA student, the submission works like this. Yeah, please submit these 4 files: the add playlist activity, the KT one, and the XML layout. Then the third file is the API for inserting to your database, yeah, your PHP file. the name is up to you. And then your updates to the playlist fragment.kt. Yeah, please submit these 4 files, not just only screenshots. Yeah, this is not CE, but this is a homework. Okay, I think that's all for today. Yeah, so we have completed our application. We have already incorporated JSON RPC API call to our application. Yeah, now that we can utilize external database to store our data outside our application, yeah, or outside our device. Yeah, I hope you are encouraged now to develop your own Android application which utilizes external databases. As always, if you have any questions, please ask me. For UBAYA students, you can ask me in the group chat, and for everyone else, you can ask me in the comment section below. Okay, thank you for joining with me today from the beginning until the very end. Yeah, I'll see you next week with a new topic. Yeah, so until that time, take care, stay safe, and stay healthy, everyone. Bye bye.